Yeah, what's up, guys? Oh, how are we doing today? We are officially starting. We were gonna do some dungeons today. We were gonna mix it up, but honestly, I had such a good time. When was that? 2 days ago. That that I want to do that shit again. So we're doing some more battle streams. I have a new party member to show. I wanted to get one more party member in, but I just didn't have the time to get it. Um, so let me quickly post on the socials. Let me throw it in the chat. How are you guys doing today? No, there's gonna be one newish party member. You'll at least see. I think a lot of you know who they are, but we're gonna test out their kit. Um, so I've done a little bit of upgrading on the stream stuff. I think my webcam looks a little better, but I think I have a new layout that should help with the battles. So I'm getting this Twitch shit done much better now. I'm getting good at this shit. Okay, so um, today I've got some new fights, still frogs, but some of them are new. I think I've fixed some of the issues we've had. We had some weird issues I had last time, so I went through that. There's going to be a new version of the demo dropping. I might not get it completely done today, so maybe that's tomorrow, but tomorrow's Friday, but that's really close. Maybe it's tonight, maybe it's not. But that's pretty much done. I just need to pack it up and get it out. But today, maybe another 2 hours of some battles, a scrap of TL. Yeah, maybe I could drop a character today. Maybe it'll be Tio. We'll see. We'll see about that one. Maybe towards the end of the stream. Um, but yeah, let's just get straight into it today. So I've got some setups today. We've got the cats today, and we've got a new party member with a kid I haven't shown yet, which is Bargu, the big mushroom guy. So he's the one we're going to be testing on each. Yes, 2 days ago was mostly Triz with some text, but today is all Bargu. So yeah, we're going to be testing that. I have some fights that are pretty challenging. Let me get the audio on here. Yeah, Karina yesterday, that was some hard carrying Karina did. Some pretty hard carrying there. Let's get this desktop audio on. That should be good right there. Okay, so I think we'll hop in with this first group, but let me show you. It'll pop up in a second right there. Right there. There we go. So I think this setup with the battle will be a little bit better. Hi, how are you guys? So I think this should work a little bit better. You can see me completely, and I'm not blocking anything on screen. I'm gonna make this prettier. This is just like a test run. I'm gonna get some, become a real Twitch streamer and get the layout and everything. But this is just like the basics right now. I've also got my chat front and centered now. So hopefully I'm not I think last stream I have my chat over here. So I'm constantly looking like that. But now I have it right in front of me. So hopefully it's a little bit nicer. Okay, so let's go. We're going to use TAC this time. I think Gus for this time, he's on Tactician again. So Tactician was pretty helpful yesterday too, right? But yeah, we've got Bargu. Bargu is new. If you guys were way back getting ready for affiliate, yeah, we're really close. I think I need 2 more streams for affiliate. My numbers have been decent for a new streamer. That I'm already going to be affiliate after 2 more streams. So next stream will be Monday, and that I'm hoping is the dungeon. I've been putting that off a little bit, but honestly I've had so much fun with this, and I felt like it was just a good stream. I had a good time, so we're running it back. But here's Bargu. So Bargu's kind of interesting. So all of Bargu's Was Bargu's name originally Tox? Yeah, this used to be Tox, but now it's Bargu. The Mushroom Men got their lore. So with the lore update, he got a new name. Can you answer a potential spoiler? And that is this party possible in game? Yeah, who do I have? Yeah, this party's possible. Okay, so what's cool about Bargu is he has a ton of HP. I think he has 20. But each of his skills cost LP to use. But when Bargu gets hit, he puts fungus on the foes. And those funguses will deal damage each turn and heal Bargu. So he's like a drain tank. You know, you want things to be hitting him so he's, you know, keeping that LP up. But you also got to watch for his skills. Now, his skills can't kill him. So if you're at 1 LP, you can cast, you know, the skills without worrying about death. But here he's got, you know, he can make a foe mad with poison. He's got the AoE one. So this Triz kind of has a hard time keeping all of the foes on him. But Bargu just has an easy one, right? Now he has an AoE sleep. This costs a little more LP. But this is like Tex has the AoE stun. But you've got to use 2 cards. He's only got to use the 1. Then what's really nice is he has this, which raises my defense for 1 turn. So this is going to be really good to tank. You know, when you're taking those big damages, this is going to come in handy. So he's like a pure tank, right? He wants to keep the damage on him. He has no damaging skills besides the poison, right? But in this party, that's okay. We've got Tactician Gus with a little bit of damage. And we've got Tac, who's going to be our damage dealer for this party. So I think with Tac, though... Okay, so this is a muscle card here, right? So I want to use, for Duncan, I want to switch out... I don't want to use this Swift Cast. That's only really good for Karina. I want this muscle one. So that should buff up for that. Let's do some quick equipment looking. This is Tactician Gus. Let me spawn in some equipment real quick. Okay, let's equip them real quick and then we're gonna get right into it. I want the charging rod. I want this on Bargu. So let's... I think Duncan's okay how he is. Tac, I want Tac with... Oh, he's gonna have... This is like the intro Tac. Let's get Bargu. Let's get Bargu with some good shit. Bargu doesn't even have a shield. I don't really think anything's super helpful here for Bargu. Yeah, he doesn't have... This has some magic defense, but I don't think that matters. Yeah, none of this... I don't think none of this matters for Bargu. So it doesn't really matter what we put on him. But for this, I want the... This will be helpful. And yeah, I think we're okay here. Yeah, he's going to have his starter. We'll throw on the Frog Baton. It's just a little bit better. Okay, here's party number 1. Let me save this real quick. So if we die. Okay. We've got some new fights that I've added in here. This will be the one we end with. But I think there's a couple new enemies. We're going to start with this just to show the new enemies. Then we'll get into the dark party. If we can beat that, then we'll go to hard mode. I fixed the dark bot from yesterday. He was having some problems. But let's show the 2 new ones. Make sure they work good. Okay. So here's Bargu. So he's going to have fungal infection. But that's actually the wrong icon. I forgot to switch it. So if you lose, the game is canceled, right? Yeah, if I lose if I lose any battle today, that's another year of development time, all right? Just throw on another year, just for good measure, all right? So I can hone my skills, okay? I need a year for that shit. Are there any party members who excel without equipment? I think there's some party members in game. Like, I don't think Tex in game can equip anything. It's a little weird for me because I'm just like throwing them in, but some can equip anything. I don't think there's anyone who gain any buffs from not having equipment. I actually take that back. Tex can equip the weapon, but there's like Tex specific weapons, so he can only equip those. And I think there's 1 or 2 other party members like that. Okay, motherfucking Bargu, okay? I think you gotta open with the sleep, right? We have Tactician Gus. Yeah, Tex can't use a baseball bat. All right, he's a robot. He can't put on a shirt. Is it possible to beat the game without getting into a single battle? If you don't count the intro, my guess is yeah, you can. I think some of the intro fights are mandatory, but besides that, you can actually skip the intro. So yeah, you could definitely beat it without getting into any battles. You may have to avoid some places where there are like where the quest leads to a mandatory battle. No, they asked about Tex equipping like gear, which he can't do that shit. I think his outfits are mostly just color changes. Okay, I'm gonna open with the sleep. Okay, if I open with the sleep, you gotta watch for sleep, because if you hit them, they'll wake back up. It's not like stun. Do we just open with the big damage here? He already has this, so he's gonna be dealing 11. So this should double it, right? Actually, I think there may have been an issue with it yesterday. Let's see. Okay, no, we got the buff. So here's Tac dealing as much damage as he's gonna deal right now. So this means this in the intro you would use this to get that double up, right? But Duncan has that card here where you can just get swole right away. So this is actually cheaper, and I can do it in one. So I want to get rid of this death bot. So I'm gonna have to do that like 3-ish times, and we'll just end the turn there. Okay, that hurt decently. Okay, so this guy has immunity. Oh fuck. Okay, so this is, who is this guy? Okay, so this is Guardian Bot. So immunity will block all negative effects. So that means I was gonna sleep this turn, but I can't do that shit. So I was gonna do this sleep, but that's kind of useless now. So let's get Bargu rolling at least. There's no point of doing the, but can I give him a hat? I think he has a hat in the fantasy outfits. I have to go check for Tex. I'd have to go check that. Maybe I'll show his fantasy outfit later. I like lose track. Okay, so there are outfits with they just change how your character looks. No stats or anything. So this is only for like the overworld. And they change a little bit with how like characters interact. Like there's a club you have to go to and you have to be wearing like a suit. But the outfit just doesn't change Gus. It changes how all your party members look. So that means like I think each party member has like 10 sprites. So like 10 sprite sheets for each outfit. But then Gus has 6 essences. And then there's 10 outfits. So that's like 60 Gus sprite sheets. On top of that, like for some outfits, the essences look totally different. Like I think Gus in the fantasy one is like a warrior if he's Zeal. He's a mage if he's Insight. He's like a white mage if he's Harmony. So like, yeah, that's a lot of sprites. So yeah, I think Text, I always forget like what did I do for them. I think Text in the fan art was, or in the fantasy one, I don't even know. I can go check, but we'll do that later. The fashion was total. That shit was like another 2 months of dev time, to be honest. But was that shit worth it? Hey, we'll find out, right? Yeah, I don't know. I was having issues on my mobile too. I downloaded the Twitch app, and I actually had better success on mobile. Let me see if it works on mine. I don't think it will. But when I got the Twitch app, like my mobile was way better. Yeah, like it's not working for my mobile either right now, so I don't know if it's me, or if it's like I don't know if it's my stream. If there's some setting that I don't have on. This battle should be pretty easy, so let's finish it up real quick. So he's already poisoned. What else? Let's toss the shield just to be safe. Because I like that energy buff, too. Oh, so he's got a fucking shield. Okay, so you see this guy now has fungus. So he hit Bargu, and now each turn, Bargu's gonna drain an LP off this guy. So this, I think, can stack up to 3. So like you want to keep the damage on Bargu to get those heals back, right? This guy still has immunity. How many turns does it last? I think this might be bugged, right? Because that was 2. We'll see. I might have to go adjust this guy real quick. We'll see. Because that would be way OP if I can't put any status effects on this guy. Yeah, I'm going to make him mad again. The fungus is among us. That's a cursed line right there. That's almost as bad as Sussy Gussie. Tak is still building this up, so there's no point to using that yet. This dude even deals more damage. He deals 2? Yeah. Let's deal that damage. Oh yeah, there was that proc right there. I love that charging rod. Let's get some more energy too. Oh, what? That was 2 in a row. If we get this third one, I think it's a 5% chance. So we got 2 5% chances back to back. If we get this third one, that's a party right here. Okay, we didn't get the third one. We weren't that lucky. Yeah, Bargu has the spit right here. I should have boosted my attack right there, but I guess we'll just start to get rid of some of these, right? This will stack a bleed and a blind, but I don't really need that right now. He's already mad this turn. Maybe I'll put my oh, I can't. Yeah, I can put this. Maybe I'll boost my defense here. So you see when I cast that skill, he loses some LP right there. So there's the poison. There's draining some LP. There's defending right there. So he got hit again, so my fungus is stacking up more. Oh, so Duncan got mad there. Okay, so Guardian Bot has a taunt. So yeah, you see the taunt will stop me from... I don't think anyone taunts in the demo, so you might not have seen this. But taunting me stops me from using these skills, so I can only attack. And I can only attack him. Yeah, so he's angry. I gotta go... Once I kill this death bot, we're gonna pop out. Let me fix this immunity real quick, because I know this Guardian Bot gets used in other places. So attack is ready here, so let's... I think I can... Yeah, I can do that. Oh no. Fucking Duncan can't cast any buffs this turn. But I want that for next turn. Ooh, Duncan's gonna be low though. Let's try to keep this and see if I can keep Duncan alive. So yeah, there's that nice drain coming in. Yeah, so Bargu can take a hit, right? Let's toss that over here. Okay, so these guys weren't too bad, right? Let me fix this immunity real quick. Because I know this Guardian Bot gets used in a bunch of other cases. Yeah, Swole is... So I think both Tak and Gus and a couple other... I think Mork. Mork is a party member, if you didn't know. Mork, they all have muscle skills. So you gotta have this Swole. And being Swole makes your muscle skills hit more damage, right? Okay, I'm gonna pop out real quick. I'll just leave this on screen so you guys can talk to me. I'm gonna fix this immunity right here. I need to figure out why it's seemingly lasting forever. Game of the year. Yeah, being Swole right there. Let's see. First thing I want to check is this. So Guardian bot. Okay, yeah, I think I know what was wrong. Oh no, that looks right actually. Let's see if it's something behind the scenes. Immunity. Action type. Now here we go. No, that looks okay. Okay, am I just? Yep. Okay, I know what's wrong. Let's do. Finally, a game where I can get swole. Hey, this is the swole stream. All right, we're getting swole. We're getting swole tonight. All right, just right till we're gonna do the parties, and that's where shit goes crazy. I'm hacking. Yeah, we're doing some hacking right now. I'm here. You can see what I'm doing. It's not that interesting what I'm doing. Okay, I need to find. I think where's this? Create. There we go. So this just needs immunity. Okay, so this should work. We're gonna test this real quick. I think something else wasn't working either. I think you weren't working. Oh, yeah. Here we go. These need cooldowns. Let's try that. Okay, let's relaunch, and that should fix the immunity problem right there. Oh, was that my dog? I don't even notice him. I don't even hear him. Yeah, my fiance was out, so he was sleeping next to me. I don't even hear him. It's like second. Like, did I even look over or anything? I'm just so used to. I'm so used to hearing his annoying bark that. Oh, was that playing the whole time? Hopefully it wasn't, because that would have been annoying. That would have been like 2 songs at once, right? Dog reveal. Hey, we have dog reveal once a stream. He'll be on stream maybe in like an hour. Okay, let's test that real quick. I just want to see if the immunity wears off after a turn, and then we're good to pump up the difficulty meter here. So he should cast immunity. There it is. Okay, now if I go next turn, the immunity should be off. Okay, there it is. Okay, so that worked. We fixed that. I'm gonna buff up this death bot. I thought he would be more mean, but he's really not that bad. So let's do a quick buff up. I might be screwing myself for later, but fuck it. What's glitched without me losing? What's this stream without me losing 4 times to a battle that I created, right? This is the good shit. Now we're getting to the good shit. Hell yeah. I haven't held yeah in a long time in Discord chat. I always used to go like, hell yeah, brothers. But I stopped. I grew up. I grew out of my meme habits. All right, let's crank the difficulty a little bit, okay? So we just showed them this one. I just did to test. So let's try this one. I think it's gonna be painful. Okay. Oh shit. So now we got the 4. Okay. This is a different setup from yesterday, though. This isn't the 4 from yesterday. So we've got, I know the dark bots, those are the purple ones. They do poison. I know the blue one has like an AoE water attack. And then this death bot, he hits like single target, but he hits hard, okay? I don't even know. Are we going to have the damage? Tak is pretty weak. Maybe we should do a different team setup for this. Let me look at my other team setups and see if there's one I like more. Let's see. I think this is Gus, Striker Gus, and I think, or maybe, should we go with Karina first? Okay, so this has Gar and Bargu. Let's go with this one. I feel like there's more damage here. Let me check the equipment real quick. So Gus is going to be... Oh, we need to add it. I think Gus is fine. Gar is fine. Bargu's naked. So let's give Bargu... Let's give Bargu something to help him here. And then, yeah, so this gear's okay. Yeah, we're going to run with Gar. Gar has, like, decent damage, right? This was on Slave Slot 2, I think. Okay, I'm a little more confident with this party, okay? The other one, I don't think Tak by himself has enough damage. Okay, so I've got 2 damage dealers. Oh, he doesn't have... Is this... Let's see. Oh, this is a claw skill. We're hopping out for one more thing real quick. We need to switch Duncan's this skill for this skill. Okay, so that's better. Let me turn this off. One sec. Let me do this real quick. Come on. Hang on, I'm doing something off screen real quick. That is unrelated. He's a cat with abs. Yeah, cat, but he's the cool. Okay. In the chat, Tak or Gar? That's the real question. Tak or Gar? Who do you like more? I know the answer's Tak. I know you guys like Tak way better, but I'm a Gar fan, all right? Yeah, see, Tak gang. We got one Gar. That was more than I expected. Okay, how do I play this one? Tak is cute. Gar is for those who like the more rugged ones. Yeah, I'm a big Gar fan. Both cats are good in complicated character gang. Yeah, that's what I'm about. Okay, how do I even start this? Okay, so Bargu, I need to remember this. This isn't a stun, this is a sleep. So this is good. Sharpening Claws is good. But I am at max right here. This will raise my defense though. So I really want to play this like when Gar needs to tank, that's when I'll use this. So maybe I should just start with getting Gus started and then putting him to sleep. That'll give me like a little extra time. I'm gonna take out this guy first because I think he's the most dangerous. The fuck Dennis gang. Hey, no bad talking Dennis, alright? He's no Gar, but... Okay, so that'll keep us for this turn. Whoever the damage dealer is, I think the death bot deals the most damage here. The dark bots are status effects, and this status effects are going to be rough because I don't have a cleanse. So I haven't really explained this system yet, but it's not really till later in the game. Every character has 7 skills. You start off with the 4, but you can get 3 more for each character, not counting guidebooks. And the character skills are always going to be stronger. The guidebooks are like general skills, but they're a little bit weaker. I was actually considering cutting the guidebooks entirely, but I never went through with it, just because the character skills are way better. But the guidebooks are fun because they can you can make like Duncan a striker if you want that to be a thing, right? But yeah, I like not having a cleanse on Duncan. One of his skills he can make that you can get later is a cleanse, but he doesn't start with one. So if these guys start stacking up those status effects, we're gonna be in some trouble here. Okay. I'm gonna keep Bargu tanking right now. I think this is important. Will Gus have different unique skills for each class? Yeah, so Gus, every class has 7 skills. You start with 4, you can unlock 3. And those extra skills are different for each of Gus's class. Like for Striker, I think Striker has like a Hurricane skill, which like deals AoE water damage. Defender has like a replacement skill where it's like a buff that goes on an ally, and when that ally takes damage, you take the damage instead. Medic, what's the one that Medic has? I think Medic has like an AoE heal, because I think right now he only has a regular heal. Tactician has like Lightning Storm. I think it's called Static Storm, and that's like AoE electric damage. It's fun. Maybe I'll show this. I think I can show this today. Tex, one of his extra skills is Sprinkler, which like will douse all the enemies. Then if Tactician uses Static Storm, you can get that big like lightning damage that gets buffed from them all being doused. So that's like a fun combo there. Okay, so they're all dizzy and they're all mad. I'm gonna keep going with Gus here. I want to stack up the Gus. So they should all be focusing on Bargu, but Bargu might be in a world of hurt right here. He's got all of them focused on him. Okay, so here's the issue that I was facing yesterday too. I need to figure out why this is happening. I thought it was Triz, but it's not. I think it may be something to do with, I don't know, like there was an extra Gus skill that procced there. It's not a huge deal. Like it doesn't crash the game or anything, so you don't really notice it. Okay, so that was pretty annoying, whatever they did. Okay, so I've got to do the heals. I don't know if this is possible without Tactician Gus for that fat shield, right? Yeah, I can show Trickster. Okay, so we're gonna get annihilated here. So Bargu's almost dead. Everyone has a bleed on them. So this is a level 2 bleed on literally everyone. Okay, so immediately I need to get some healing out, because Gus will die. Now I can get... I can heal. This is a pretty high rated heal here. That's 6 LP for 2. But I'm afraid I might leave Bargu here. Yeah, we'll get a character reveal at the end. I think I lose already. I think I just immediately lose. I still love the fact you can name the play characters one of the staff swear names. Oh yeah. So if you name yourself like Quank, and then you turn on the swearing, your name will be ass. I think I'm gonna leave it. I could make it so it like shows up right, but I think it's hilarious if you turn on like the immersive, the real swears and you name yourself Quank. It actually works in reverse too. So like if you name yourself ass, you'll be what is ass? I think it's Lurd. You'll be Lurd in game. Yeah, we're fucked, I think. I think we just take the L here. That was like too much bleed. And then I'm gonna go with this self-heal too. But like they're still gonna go, oh, what does Sharpen do? The next claw skill applies bleed. Okay, that's pretty good. But I don't think I'm gonna get the effect this turn. So Bargu gets recovered a little bit. A poison. Okay, but now we have like poison on. We have bleed on. I think. Let's see. Okay, that wasn't horrible, but that applies a bleed also. There's a poison. Nico's first L of the stream. Do I have a favorite color? I don't really have a favorite color. I like green, but I don't think green is up there. Maybe it's red. Is red like too boring? Oh, there's red right up there. I guess it's red. That's like a hard question. It's like a stupid question, but it's actually kind of hard when you think about it. What does Sharpen do? Yeah, and what does Sharpen do from Nico, who made the game in the first place? Yeah, I mean, I could show you the how many status effects there are. Like, there are so many status effects that I do actually forget what they do. But that's why you have the thing in game to just see them, right? Like, what do we even do here? So who's dead? That's the question. So you'll have 1 LP. You're dead if I don't heal you. You'll have... Okay, so I need to heal. We don't have any heals. Okay. I think Gar, we just let Gar die here. I'll say his goodbyes with this, and then just let him die. I could at least lower the attack here. But I think we use the spear and then we just give up Gar. He's just not worth it. I can't maintain the heals on everybody. And then I'm gonna go for this. So Bargu has the most HP right now. So I'm gonna try to focus the damage on him. See, here's why the status effect thing is important. Look at how many status effects this fucking Deathbot has. He's aware, so he can't be put to sleep. He has the fungus on. He has a bleed on. He's weakened. He's dizzy, and he's mad. So this is why it's important in this that I have, like, you can see all of these, right? I don't do this RPG shit where you can only have 1 status effect on at a time. No, I let you load that shit right up, okay? All right, say F to Gar. Say F to Bargu. Okay, but Bargu got a little back from that. Yeah, see, there it went again, but that's all right. Ooh, he was dizzy. We got the dizzy proc. That might have saved us. Oh, that's another dizzy proc. We got 2 dizzy procs right there. So Bargu lived through sheer luck. Now we're dead. Okay, so I have to heal. If I don't do some healing, we just lose. Should I just go healing all around? But now we just lose, I think. They're just gonna out-damage all of us. I think it was a wasted effort. We'll see if Bargu can keep up with the fungus. What does he have on this guy? Okay, so he has only a 1 fungus. Yeah, there it goes. There it goes, Kings. Whip. Do I have a favorite skill, be it for its name or its effect? That's hard. Favorite skill? I like skills. I have like a favorite type of skills. I like skills that require you to like set up for them. So like with Bargu, I think Bargu, his like 5th or 6th skill is like Fungus Explosion, where for each fungus proc you have on an enemy, it like explodes and deals extra damage. So I like skills like that you kind of have to plan for. They're like not, these aren't like super like beginner friendly skills. That's why I tend to keep them later. You know, if you're like just starting, it can be kind of overwhelming. So I try to keep the skills like pretty simple, right? But yeah, those are the type of skills I like that require a little bit more. Okay, so you see Bargu has 1 LP, but I actually can't die from using his own skill. So you see he didn't lose any HP there. Let's see. We're gonna get some healing back. Like we're gonna get 1, 2. We're gonna get 5 LP back from this. But it's definitely not enough to keep us in the game here. Oh, I did fortify. I did use fortify. Damn, that fortify is coming in clutch right here. But I think we die from the status effects. Yeah, I think we're dead from the status effects here. Boom. Or we didn't. Okay, I don't know why the defeat screen didn't come up. That might be something with me, but we took the L there. Even if we didn't see it. We've got the KOs around the board. Let me fix this real quick. There were some issues with that. Okay, we're gonna try a slightly easier version of that fight. And see if we can win with that team. What's wrong with this? Oh, I'm missing this. Okay, let's try a slightly easier version of that fight and see if I can win. Yeah, that's the trapped forever right there. All right, while we wait for that to load. How are you guys? How are we doing? You? My dog looked at me when I said that. Come here. Come here. Come here. Are you being lazy? Come here. Look. Are you being lazy? Ugh. Here he is. And we get the big screen too. Big Nico. Big Nico. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Oh, who's the boy? Who's the boy? It's the Leo sesh. Yeah, get your looks in. He's tired. He's been napping. You tired? You tired, buddy? Yeah. Will your dog being glitched? No. No self inserts. Here, let's see. Hey, you want chicken? You want chicken? Yeah? Maybe later. Maybe we can eat some chicken later. He likes chicken. He's weird. He won't eat. He eats every other day. He's such a weird dog. And it's not like I don't feed him. The food's out there if he wants it. That's just how he is. Every stream we get a Leo fact. Today is that he eats every other day. He just has days where he just doesn't eat. And he's skinny, but he's not I don't think he's unhealthy skinny. Take a look. He's got some muscle. He's got some girth. But he's just a skinny dog. He's always been this way. But it's just what he chooses. He'll eat good shit. If I leave out chicken, he'll eat it. But what's wrong? This is a long Leo stream right here. Yeah, he's pretty lanky. Leo lore. Yeah, the Leo backstory. That's what you all come to this stream for, huh? Are we good? You good here? Huh? Alright, we're good. Go back to sleep. Yeah, what an interesting creature. Interesting is a nice word. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. You expect a dog to eat every day, but he's just, not really interested sometimes. Okay, I think we're going to go with Karina. Gar's okay, but I think Karina's where this is at. And I'm gonna use Tactician Gus too. This is basically the team we had yesterday. This is the team we had yesterday, but I switched Bargu for Tex. Okay, let's roll through equipment again. So this is Tactician Gus. Let me get that charging rod action. Add equips. Let me get that charging rod. I think Karina's okay how she is. Duncan's okay. Bargu has nothing. But it doesn't really matter. Okay, let's roll. This is the good setup. So hopefully we can win some fights with this setup. Okay, so I think this should fix whatever that issue was. We'll see. I have a theory as to what's causing that issue. I looked into it. Yeah, Karina's sick of me losing these fights. The good setup, aka Karina. Okay, we start the Karina stacking. Oh, it feels good to have Karina back. Have some actual damage. I may need to buff up. She's supposed to deal less damage than Striker Gus. Striker Gus is supposed to deal a little bit more damage. So, okay, who's ready for game design? All right. Oh, the screen. I'm not a pro streamer yet, okay? I'm not... Here it is, right there. Right there. I'm not the pro streamer yet, okay? Let's talk game design. Who wants to talk about game design here, okay? So, one of the things that makes Glitch different than other games is the energy system, right? Which sort of changes the dynamic of like how an RPG fight works. You only have a limited supply of energy, right? So you need to cast it, or you need to use it like strategically. So some characters like Striker Gus need to use a lot of energy to get their damage through. Where someone like Tex or like Tack, his spear is only every 3 turns. So you can get you can get a good amount of damage with him without ever really using that much energy, just throwing the spear every 3 turns to get that spear bonus, right? So like the sort of energy, I don't know, what do you call it? Like energy management is super important, but it also can balance how characters work. So Striker Gus can deal way more damage, but he can only do that if you're using a lot of energy on him. Where someone like Tack deals less damage, but he doesn't require as much energy, right? Now there's another concept that a lot of games use. So they'll show your HP bar is like 100, right? But then it's like 100%. But your HP when it's low actually means more, right? So they'll sort of hide it. A lot of games do this. So like the 90% of your bar accounts for like 50% of your HP, and the last 10% is actually 50. This makes games way more dramatic, right? There's an effect in this where as you lose party members, the other party members are actually buffed up because now there's more energy for them to use. So what we saw with Karina yesterday is she no longer had party members that were requiring energy. So she actually gets stronger because she's the last one standing. She can use 2 or 3 skills each turn, right? So there's also like that effect, and that was actually unintentional, right? I actually didn't plan that. Is that your 4th party member will have plenty of variety, but you are keeping Duncan and Karina around. Yeah, I mean, both Duncan and Karina have like really specific, like a really good healer and a really good damage dealer. So like they're really easy to keep around. Now you could easily replace them. Like I like Medic Gus. Sometimes I like him better than Duncan. And then like having 2 healers is kind of a waste, right? So sometimes I get rid of Duncan. But what last stream proved is that Karina's a baller right here, right? She's definitely the best of the striker groups right now. So she may need a little nerf, or I may need to buff up Striker a little bit. But as you upgrade cards, one thing with Karina is the real damage comes from multi-hitting, and Striker's really good with that, and Karina doesn't really get any of that. Multi-hitting later in the game, that's how you're going to deal your bulk of your damage, because the attack bonuses, so like if Karina hits once, she
dips in that bonus one time, right? So she has like a 5 attack bonus. She gets, 5 extra. But Striker Gus has some moves that hit 3 or 4 times. So you're like triple dipping into that attack buff, which quickly makes Striker Gus, deal way more damage, right? Okay, so we started Karina off. Then I'm gonna go with the sleep. Yeah, I talked about it last stream, but Striker Gus has a Hurricane skill, which I think hits all enemies 3 times. But then you can put on gear. You can put on gear to like make your hits have a chance to hit again. So you can get like 6 or 7 hits. It can get pretty wild. Yeah, the enemies will come out of sync sometimes, depending on when they're hit and stuff. But you see, after they like woke up from the sleep, they're all synced back up. Okay, we go with Karina again, or do we set up some shielding? I'm gonna roll with this actually. Does that fix the voice in the back of your head? Saying, oh, the blue one's a little bit off. Okay, so let's start stacking Bargu's fungus here. Ouch. Okay, so that's where the bleed is coming from. I probably want to get rid of the death bot as soon as possible. Oh, but that guy has a bleed also. Okay. So that's how they're stacking up the bleeds. Okay, I think we need protection. The shield will protect us. Or do I go for heals? I should have shielded last turn. Alright, let's go for the heals. Look, now they're all off. None of them are synced now. Okay, now what? So, she can combo next turn. I don't have enough for free cast. I should probably try to get someone mad at least, right? This death... They're doing the wave. Yeah, you see when they get hit, they like reset. So now these two are together. Now you're gonna make me stare at this for way longer than I should. Someone's dead this turn. Someone has to die this turn. We're not getting lucky enough. Okay, that was only 2. Oof. Bargu's low. Bargu's dead. I think Bargu's out. No! And I made this fight easier. The funguses aren't gonna save him. Oh! No! Alright, well, he survived real long. Okay, I should have used that shield way earlier. Alright, we're gonna reset. I think the reset's called for here. I can't be losing Bargu that quickly. I need to get that shield up the second turn. That has to happen. Okay, so I know this. Oh wait, I fucked up. I put them asleep. See, I always forget this. You gotta watch this. We'll suffer the consequences. I'm gonna hit this guy, but when he's sleeping, they wake up if you hit them. It's not like stunning. So I fucked that up. Right now he's gonna get to move when he shouldn't have had the chance. So I've got to eat this damage. Okay, at least he gets a fungus on him. There's a little bit of a bright side. Here's what I didn't do last turn. I'm gonna get this shield up as soon as I can. That also lets me energize, which, like, this might be the best skill in the game, unironically. Just that 6 shield with the energize. It's just so good. Like, Tactician Gus is made with this skill, right? Now, it is creamy, which sort of cuts down on its, like, use potential, because you can only use it once every refresh. But this is pretty fucking good. You get to upgrade your skills as well. So every skill can be upgraded twice. And I think, if I remember correctly, this can get up to 10 LP for the shield. So yeah, this can be, or maybe it's only to 8. I think it only goes up once each. The upgrades are fairly small, but they can be useful, right? Okay, so I've got 2 LP left. Maybe I go with the healing just to be safe. Or do I focus? I'm actually going to go with this. I'll do 1 heal and then 1... Oh, I can do this. This is better. See, that's the energize right there. Letting me do things I couldn't do otherwise. Okay, see, last time we were basically annihilated by this turn, but now we've at least got a little bit of a buffer. But damn, that's still a big hit. Man, I need Tex. I need Tex back in. Tex has the AoE cleanse, which is really good for this fight. What to do? Okay, let's get this extra energy. So I could go for the shield again. Is that worth it here? Fuck it, let's go for the shield again. I don't want to die. Now I guess we'll just toss out. I want to keep these guys hitting me, so let's just toss one out here. Okay, so Barker's gonna hit. Maybe drop Duncan for Tex. Yeah, but that means we have no healing. So I would only be relying on shields. Tries a new party member. Damn, bring back Karina and Tex. Bargu's pretty good. I actually like Bargu. Like, Bargu can tank way better than Shriz, right? Should I bring out Jin? I think I gotta save that for next stream at least. I can't be showing... I've got to space these out before we get to release. I'm gonna show, before release, I'll show at least Jin, Harrison, and I think I want to show one more. And we'll play with just those 3. Oh, and I'll show Blipzonk too. But that will be in the dungeon stream. Maybe I'll do like a poll to pick who we bring with in the dungeon. But for the dungeon we're going to play, you have to bring Blipzonk. So you have to bring Gus and Blipzonk, and then you have 2 other slots. So I'll show 4 more characters before release. That'll be Jin, Harrison. Jin is like a trickster healer. Harrison is like a tactician trickster, like half and half. Blipzonk is weird as hell. I'll show you Blipzonk's skills. I don't like bringing him to battle, but I'll show you his skills. He's kind of sucky, but he has one sort of ace in the hole that's really good. I'll show you Blipzonk after this, fuck it. And then I'm going to show Selitha, who I haven't shown anywhere yet. I don't even think I've shown her face. And she is a healer tactician. So her quirk, her tactician quirk, is she stores leftover energy and carries it into the next turn. So she's really good for setting up, like, you can skip a turn and gain a bunch of energy, right? Okay. I could go for the big combo, but honestly, I think I just want to have Bargu just hold this for as long as he can. We have some funguses stacked up, so that's going to be dealing damage. We have the poison stacked up there too. I just want to let Bargu do his thing here. We're about to see how well Bargu can tank this shit, right? See, look at that's some good healing right there, right? And look, the dizzy proc right there. So Bargu's pretty good, right? Yeah, so he survived that. That was pretty mean. That was pretty bad, and he survived it. Now what do we go with? Bargu needs some health. Maybe a shield instead. I can get more value. So Karina can deal 48. 48. What is this poison at? 2. 4. So I'd be 1 LP off on this guy. Let's get that extra energy here. Let's... Okay, I think I know what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna get the shield back up, get a heal on Bargu, and then we'll go from there. I don't want to risk dying. Then we'll do the setup next turn, and we should be able to wipe out the death bot. I think playing defensively always is good when you're playing this game. Once you're KO'd for good, right? Oof. Oof. Maybe that was a mistake. Maybe that was a mistake. Ouch. Ouch. That was a fucking mistake. Oh no. Okay, now we're in a pretty bad spot. Yeah, the fungus would have killed it. Now we've just got to YOLO it, right? We've got to hope Bargu can just keep this shit up on his own. So this will deal... Shit, this won't deal enough. Okay, I can power you up and that'll deal enough. I fucked up. I should have went for the damage. Now we're in a really bad spot here. So Gus is dead, Karina's dead, Duncan's dead. Bargu's gonna be on his last limb here. Oh no. Oh no. Oh! Duncan lived! Duncan lived! Oh! Duncan lived! I've got to go for the heals. I think we can tank for a turn. That was 1 LP, baby. 1 LP. Refresh the Dunkster. He lives. Okay, can Duncan and Bargu pull out the W here? That's gonna be the... Ouch. Already off to a bad start. Okay, that was okay. At least we didn't take damage. He is exhausted, but we didn't take any damage. Okay. Bargu needs a refresh. Duncan needs a reflex. Or a refresh. I need this skill. I need this cap cover. That will protect Bargu for this turn. Sleep. Sleep. My brain is coming here, alright? My brain's turning on. We're just some Jimmy Neutron brain blast shit is happening right here, okay? Bargu has one fucking LP left. Brain expansion. I'm gonna look like these. My head's gonna be as big as these frog bots by the time I'm done with this battle, okay? Refreshes. Bargu with this. That will protect him from pretty much anything this turn. 1000 IQ gamer moment coming in. Okay. Hit Bargu. Hit Bargu. Nice. Nice. Hit Bargu. This one's not mad. Hit Bargu. Hit Bargu. Yes! Whew. Now we're dead, though. I don't think I can keep up. This exhaust, man, is just... I don't know how many turns is this exhaust, but it's fucking me. Let's see, is that bugged? Is that exhaust bugged? It says it only lasts one turn. Oh, it says it only lasts... Okay, let's take a look. Let's see if I'm gonna lose from a bug or if I'm losing from my own. Let's see. Let's take a look behind the scenes real quick. So where would this... Okay, so this is increasing the duration. Look, we're doing actual dev stuff. It's just not me screwing around today. 2 days ago was just me screwing around. Okay, so here we go. So this should be working here. I see exhaust right there, right? So I should be reducing this correctly. So why isn't it wearing off? That's the question we're going to ask today. So that should lower the duration. Let's see. Let's see what I have the duration set to. Okay, let's check here. This was the dark bot. Weird, because the duration should be 1 here, right? So that should be fine. Interesting shit here. I'll have to take a look at it. Yeah, because I think that's actually, there's actually something wrong with it. Yeah, we're going to take the L here because we're going to take Nico's programming skills giving us the L today. All right, I think we get to the bottom of it. I think that's what I'm going to do right now. It's not going to be the most exciting streamer moment, but I think we get to the bottom of why this exhaust isn't working. Okay, see, now it came off. Interesting. So now I'm no longer exhausted. So I wonder why. Okay, let's have a game dev moment here. All right. Let's get some music on while I do this. Let me turn this on here. Yeah, this might take like 10 minutes, but hey, I did say we're going to do game development and just not Nico just doing whatever he wants on stream and just kicking back and playing. So let's get some actual work done. How about that? Detective stream? Yeah, maybe. You could call it that. Okay, let's turn this down a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's tied to Duncan. We're going to find out who it's tied to right now in a really easy way. Okay, so let's do some game dev shit today, all right? Here's me being a game dev. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is set up a little test here. Here's Darkbot, and I only want him using his third skill. So here's how all the enemies are made. So now Darkbot will only do his third skill, which is Exhaust. But I actually want him... this should be okay to test it first, right? Now let's jump in. So now the only thing he'll do is Exhaust. So I'm going to bring someone who has a stun so I can test and see like when that Exhaust is falling off. So Exhaust shouldn't be... I'm going to take a look and see here whenever Exhaust is being looked at. So here's every time in my programming down here where Exhaust is being called. So this is not there. It's not here, I don't think. Let's see. Yeah, it's not here. This is fine. I'm taking the duration. It's not here. It's not here. This is fine too. So here's where it's actually getting reduced. So this should be when I hit. And I'm checking per hit. I should reduce Energize and I should reduce Exhaust. So these sort of have a different... the way the stat ticks down is different than other stats, right? So this actually all looks okay to me. And just like Energize, even when you use it again, you should always set the duration to 1. So this looks okay. So I'm starting to think, yeah, maybe it's interacting with another character in a weird way. So let's reset the party. And let's just bring... oh, whoops. Let's load that again and just reset the party. I reset the variables. And let's just bring Tactician Gus into this. Because he has a stun. Okay, let's save this slot. Alright, here's bug testing and how interesting it is. So here's Mr. Darkbot. And he has an Exhaust on his skill, so he should do this immediately. Okay, so this looks okay here. I'm going to see when I stun him. So Exhaust should wear off now, right? That's what should happen. Okay, so it's still on. So something's happening. Something's happening here that isn't right. This Exhaust should be ticking to 0. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to throw in a check here. So when I use this skill, this code should run. I'm going to check in here and make sure that nothing weird is happening. Okay, so I want to check this and make sure I'm going in here correctly. And I also want to check the duration. So this should lower my duration by 1. When my duration's 0, I should remove the stat. That's what should happen, right? No, so this Exhaust can only... it can't stack. And it only works on your next skill. Okay? So it's like you can't be like triple exhausted or like triple energized. Exhaust is just the other side of energized. And what's weird is energized works, right? Like I'm going to make infinite here. You won't be able to actually see it. So this didn't wear off, which is my big question as to why. The only thing I could think of is here it's inputting wrong. So I should check the duration here. And then when I create this status, something is wrong down here that I need to maybe take a look at too. So let's see. Let's go back to that first spot where I thought it was fucking up. And let's go from there. So let me close everything but this. And that was at the... That was here. See script reduce. So I want to check this first. This is my first big question as to what's actually happening in here. So I want to see... I want to see this. And I want to see what the name is. Okay, so I want to see both those things. And just so I can see this in the debugger. Okay, so yeah, let's take a look at that. That should be my first. This was bugging me yesterday too. Yeah, this is the pinnacle of streaming right here. Bug fixing on stream. But I did say I'm going to be a little more chill and actually get some work done on these streams. So here's me living up to that promise to myself. Okay, so let's see what happens here. Oh, that's actually, there's some wrong text there too. It says it spits poison, but that's not actually spitting any poison. That's using exhaust. Let's fix some flavor text here. Flavor text that no one will see in the actual game, but hey, that's okay. Darkbot spits poison. Darkbot, what's his flavor text here? Darkbot is angry. There we go. That fits a little bit better. Okay, so now let's take a look. When I use a skill, this should reduce, right? Okay, so here's the problem. I already see it. This was 0 when it should be 1. Okay, so I know I've targeted the problem. I'm gonna check to see the enemy skills and see if that's where it lies, but I thought I've checked this already and it looked okay. So here's exhaust. Oh, here we go. I found it. 1. That was literally what I was fucked up on. I should have a check to make sure this shit doesn't happen. Where this should actually be... I don't want to change it now on stream because I'm not sure what else it'll fuck up. But I want to leave a comment here that this should check for 0 or like a negative value. So that way, like, this should work correctly. Because even if a skill goes to -1 duration, it should still disappear, right? That would have fixed my issue. That would have fixed my issue entirely. Like, this wouldn't have even been an issue. But I don't want to make this change now because I'm not sure if this will affect anything. But whenever I want to come back, I leave, like, comment like this so I can come back and check it. So that should fix this. So let's check to make sure that fixes in. So that'll fix the exhaust issue. The other issue I've been having, which this was on Tuesday too, is there's some case where I think it's when an enemy is angry that they are picking up on the wrong skill and they're like reusing an ally skill when it should be their skill. I've seen this 2 or 3 times in the past 2 days, and at first I thought it was mapped to Triz and that there was something Triz was breaking there, but it's actually not. Because we saw it in this battle today too. So I might actually go back in the VOD and check that real quick to see like how that was set up. Okay, so now he should exhaust me. I should get that. And now when I use a skill, now when I go back in, okay, there we go. Exhaust is off. So now that's working as intended. Okay. And that was like an input error. So that was my fault actually. Okay, let's check. Can I check my VOD, like, live? Like, can I go back in the VOD, like, right now? Sorry if you hear an echo for a sec. I just want to check this. Okay, we're okay. Like, do I need... Is this, like, making a VOD as I do this shit? Here's everything I know about Twitch right here. Like, can I go... Can I, like, see the VOD? How do I do this shit? How do I go back in the stream? Like, I don't want this to be live. I want to rewind this shit. I don't know if I can. Wow, this shit sucks. I think YouTube probably has this feature. If you click on your pick, and I go to what? Video something? Let's see. Can I go to like highlight? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay. This is like a stupid ass way to do it, but okay, let's see. This happened like we were battling the 4 and there was a ton of status effects. And I think they had it when they were mad. Can you guys see this? Do I have the right screen on? Yeah. Here's me looking at me, okay? Okay, I think it happened right here. I think we're actually right where it should be. Nico, stop talking. Show me the fuck up. Okay, so the enemies are all mad. Use the skill. Use the skill. Okay, there it is. I think that just broke. Oh, wait, no. Okay, it's right around here. Nicoception. Yeah, there's big me and little me, dude. Okay, let's see what happens here. I'm almost certain this was the moment. Okay, you see what happened here? Let's make this bigger. Okay, so here's what happens is I think it's something to do with them being mad. So I'm going to cast this skill. And watching this skill is important, right? Watching this skill is important here. So let's just wait a sec. Come on, Nico. Use the skill. Okay. So I'm gonna use Gus's skill here. And he's gonna hit. So this is working as intended. Now watch this shit. I'm gonna end the turn, and it should be the enemy's turn to fight, but for some reason it procs another Gus skill. On top of that, now the spray bot moves. So what I'm guessing happened is there was something wrong where this purple guy didn't get a turn. Instead, Gus just used a skill in place of when the purple guy went and then the blue guy went. So it was like replacing. It's almost like this purple guy didn't queue up a skill. I know what it is. Holy shit. This was a brain blast fucking moment. I knew it. Okay. Every enemy is supposed to have a basic skill. I need to hard code this into the game. Here's what happens. Okay. I'm going to step you through my big brain blast. Okay. And this was annoying me last stream fucking too. We got it. When an enemy is mad, the enemy can only cast skills that damage the foe. Okay? It has to damage. It can't be a status effect. Okay? So what it's going to do is it's going to go through my skills in order. It's going to say, hey, can I use this skill? The first thing it'll do is check if it's on cooldown. If it's on cooldown, we'll skip to the next. So Mr. Purple over here, both of his enemies are constructed. I'm really glad I knew this right away. I thought this was going to take a long ass time. So the way skills are constructed for the enemies is, I'm going to do some zooming in here. Let's talk about the back end of Glitched here, okay? So the way skills are constructed for enemies is they have, here's Darkbot's skills. They have cooldowns, okay? So you can see here he has a 3-turn cooldown to use this skill, okay? This one has a 2-skill cooldown. This one has a 0 cooldown. So this is Darkbot's like basic attack, okay? The problem is he was mad. And when you're mad, you have to use a damaging skill, okay? But I was stupid and I didn't program a damaging skill for Darkbot, okay? This just breaks Darkbot immediately because he has no damaging skill. Every enemy is supposed to have a basic damaging skill that they default to when they're either mad and they don't have any other skills, or there's a debuff called Debilitation, which only lets enemies cast their basic skill. Darkbot didn't have that, okay? And I'm also, yeah, so here's Stunbot. Stunbot has the simple damage skill, 0 cooldown damage. Firebot has it, 0 cooldown damage. This is Guardian Bot has it, 0 cooldown damage. Deathbot has it, 0 cooldown damage. The only one who's missing it is Darkbot. So what I can do is let's just copy. Here's like a really simple skill. And let's steal, I want the claw animation here. Let's move that. Where did I just put that? I put that here. Let's move this to a place where we can like see it better. Okay, so I'm gonna make a new skill called Darkbot 4, okay? The Darkbot slashes. Yeah, that's fine. So this is a res skill. This will deal damage to an ally. Allied means like your team. So you see like this Guardian Bot has immunity to an enemy, but that means like not the enemy they have. Just there's enemies versus allies. The players are the allies. The enemies are the enemies. So I'm going to use it on an ally. I'm going to do this animation. I want this a little bit lower. This is like, he's not going to ever really use this attack. Okay. So now I need to put this into Darkbot's kit, which here's where I make the enemies. I use this on another spreadsheet here. Let's see. Okay, so then here is... Okay, so here's where enemies are made. So I want... Okay, so here's like the skill order, and we just made a skill called Darkbot 4. So I want to put Darkbot 4 into... Okay, so now here's Darkbot. You can see him here. This is where I make enemies. So here's the name is Darkbot. Here's the sprite they use. Here's the LP. Here's if they have a quirk. Then here's their skill order. So they're going to prioritize this first skill. So here's his basic skill. He should basically never use this unless he has to, right? Because this skill is 0 cooldown. So this skill will always get procced, never letting him use 4. It will only proc if he has to. So if you're mad or you're debilitated, you'll skip this and you'll go right to this. So that fixes my issues. And that was, I thought this issue was way bigger than what this was. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. That means there's no real, like, it's no systems changing. It was just like an input problem, which is much easier to solve. Like I did that in like 10 minutes, like much easier to solve. I thought that was going to be a whole thing, right? I wasn't going to use Triz this stream, because I was worried she was going to break some shit. But I actually buffed Triz, so let's throw in Triz now. Like I'm not scared to use her anymore. So I'm going to turn this music off now because we're going to use this in-game audio again. That should fix the issue. Yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. Now let's build a new team. Let's get the bests, okay? No more of this weak shit, okay? I want... Who do I want? I want Triz. Yeah, here's your little spoiler. If you're peeping on the party members here. Okay, I think we ditch Bargu. Do we ditch Bargu and put Trizin? Ooh, studded shoes. This is going to give her more counterattack power. Yeah, so let's see. What did Triz... What buffs... So Triz... This got changed. Oh, I got to go fix that. You see, it shouldn't say heal right here. This used to be a shield. Now it's a heal. I still need... I think I need to bring this up one more. But this is pretty good, right? And then this got a damage buff. This got a damage buff. And this got a damage buff. I think she got a damage buff all around here. Let Gus fly without Duncan or Karina. Okay, yeah, fuck it. Who else will we need then? We need a healer. So I'll make Gus the healer. Nah, fuck it. We'll go no healer. We'll go Tex, Bargu, Triz, and Tactician Gus. We could go Tamer Gus. Should I go Tamer Gus? Nah, we'll save that for later. We'll go Tactician. This is a thick ass team right here. We're going with the thick boys, all right? Let's switch to this mode. There we go. That's better. Okay, so Gus is on Tactician. I can't give away all the shit, okay? I've got to keep some. Tex. See, he should have equipment that stops. I need to make this. He actually can't equip any gear but a weapon, so I'm going to leave him naked. Just so it's fair. Yeah, we thick in here, alright? This is a thick-ass team. Let's save that to 3. Alright, let's see if we can beat that fight with these guys. It's going to get weird. It's going to get weird in here. Because we don't have any heals. I'm just relying on crashing the game. That's what I'm relying on. I think I gotta reload. This is some weird. This has happened to me before. There's some when I put in the dev classes. There's something wrong that it'll occasionally just crash. I need to figure out what the fuck is doing that. Let's see if that breaks again. Yeah, for the second time. Oh, okay, hang on. There's something wrong here. There's something wrong with what we just changed. Because this is the enemy skills, not what I thought it was. Let me check real quick. Did I fuck something up here? No, this looks okay. Too thick, the game couldn't... Yeah, my computer couldn't handle all this thickness, okay? It was just so thick we crashed the entire game. Unable to convert this to a number. Well, this is 0, so it should be fine. That was the same party I just had. Let's see. See what I fucked up today. Oh, here we go. Easy fix. We're back in. Here's the problem with doing dev stuff on stream is I'm not in the entire like dev mode. So I'll skip some things that normally I would get, right? But now the third time's the charm here. All right, let's roll. This should fucking work. I'll scream if it doesn't. There we go. Okay, now we're in for real. Thanks for sticking with. We fixed some bugs, cleaned up the battle system. Let's see if we get some of those same bugs, or did I fix it and we're good to go. Volume should be okay. Let's turn it up a little bit. All right, let's kick these frogs' ass. All right, we've got the thickest team possible. Okay. That's the 21 HP, the 17, the 16. Tactician Gus with the fat shield, okay? Alright, we start out with the sleep. Maybe get some damage down with Triz. So I think the big issue here is going to be damage, okay? Triz needs to be my main tank. So she's getting these counters up, right? So I actually don't think I want to sleep this turn. Actually, I do. I think they all start out with their AoE attacks. I want to stop that shit, right? So I think we do the sleep. Now, how I follow that up is the interesting question, right? So this deals a lot more damage than it used to. So that's good. So when she's doing that AoE damage, that shit's gonna stick. Let's just roll with... I could use this. And maybe who don't I want doing their shit? I don't want you doing your shit. You're gonna be my target this game. Trish is going to counterattack, so let's just roll with this. I need Triz keeping up with, or being enraged. Yeah, look at this counterattack. Whenever they use this skill, they get screwed over. They get a fungus, and Triz hits back right there. Okay, I want to roll out with this. You know, I think I'm going to buff her even more. I think I'm going to make this 2 energy and lower the damage. I want her to be able to get this AoE taunt off a little bit cheaper. So that's what I think is going to be the change here. Shield, and then this will give her energy to do this. We may have to bring Medic Gus in. That's the only change I think I might make to this party. Let's get the fungus up. Yeah, Trish is going to be my first to go here. The reason is I want to get that counter damage. This party kind of lacks damage, right? But if Triz is taking damage here, she's going to at least be counterattacking and at least get that extra damage in, right? Okay, I think this is where we go for the AoE cleanse, right? So I don't have a charge yet. So I'm going to put this on Triz. Yeah, so Bargu has extra LP, but you gotta remember that all of his skills cost LP to use. So it sort of balances out, right? Okay, so here's the cleanse. This is gonna be super important right here. We had a lot of status effects on us, right? Now I only have 3 energy left. I think it's gonna go to this. So they're focusing on Triz. But, that means I think I need to heal her. But I'll do that next. No, I can't. I've got to think about this. I can only make one guy mad this turn. I'm going to focus on this guy. And I'm going to go for the heal on Triz. And hope that this shit's enough. So I could go for make another one mad here. I'm going to do that. I'm going to use Gus's quirk. Squeak out that 1 extra energy. Thanks for joining in. See you next time. See you next week. We've got some good streams lined up for next week. I think affiliate probably takes them a week or 2 to get back to me. So I want to do the affiliate stream when I'm an actual affiliate. So even though I think, is it after this stream or after Monday's stream? I'll have the requirements. But I think it takes them like a week or 2 to invite me. That's what I've heard. So when I get that official, that may be towards the end of the month if it takes them a little bit to get back to me. But we'll see. Maybe I'll get it sooner. I don't know yet. All right, we're getting some damage down. It's going, but it's going slow, but it's going. Okay, Triz is eating that damage there. When Triz dies, I'm going to switch to Bargu. Okay, so Triz was electrified here, which is one of Tack's skills. So that puts a stun on if she got hit, right? So that's a nice little interaction there. Okay, what to do now? So I can stun. He's already stunned. He's aware. So I can stun one guy, but I think this needs to be lower. These two, you might get a double buff here and reduce both of those. That would make her, I think, a little bit more viable here. What to do? Maybe toss a shield. I want that extra energy for next turn, so I'm going to shield Triz. And then I think it's Bargu's time to shine. Let's roll with this. This party can win. Yeah, we're chunking them down a decent amount. Go with this. Okay, let's roll the next turn. No one's energized, so there's no one skill. Nice. Got the Dizzy. The Dizzy proc is nice. That really helps. The shield just ate that damage over there. What do we do now? I think maybe the fat shield here. Get the energize up. It's always good to be energized. It's just it makes like comboing so much easier, right? Okay, now what to do? I can cast a skill from both of them, which is what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to toss another shield to Triz, I think. Or do I go for the stun? Or do I go for the sleep? The sleep would be nice. I wouldn't be taking... But I actually don't want to do the sleep. I want to keep the fungus up. I'm going to go with the shield on Triz to keep her... No, she has a fat shield. Bargu's the one who's going to be taking the damage. Okay. I love when you get your gamer brain going. I do get serious gamer brain from this. I love these long fights. I need to find an RPG that's not made by me that has fights that are like this. I would love to play something like that on stream. But for now, Glitched will have to do. Alright, let's see what fuckery they did this turn. Some bleeds. Okay, so they got that bleed and poison, so we need to do the AoE cleanse immediately this turn. Okay, so Tech survived. Okay. That's gonna be tight this turn. I need to get that cleanse off. That's the first thing I have to do, right? Shield. I'm gonna shield Tex here. Do I like to play other card games? Yeah, Glitch is almost no longer a card game. It has like a little bit of a card game feel, but I wouldn't call it a card game anymore. But yeah, I actually do really enjoy card games. I used to play like Magic the Gathering a lot with my roommates. Played Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass. Yeah, I could play Jimmy. I played a bit of Jimmy. And I do like, it is RPG Maker, but I feel like Jimmy does a better job with like status effects and party building. Like what I look for in an RPG, I love party building. I love like equipment and like that stuff. And then I like fights where you really have to like take your time and pick things apart. Card games sort of scratch the like strategic itch, right? where card games don't, like, I like deck building. That's almost my favorite part of card games, like not even playing the game. Which is weird that I like these sort of elements in my RPGs, because what I end up playing the most is like Dark Souls and League of Legends. Dark Souls is sort of a weird outlier for me, where I actually love Dark Souls, but I could never play another action RPG game to save my life. Like, I hate Genshin Impact. I hate like more actiony games like Bayonetta or like Devil May Cry. Like, I don't like those. Like, for some reason, Dark Souls it's action, which I generally don't like. I don't like super actiony games, which is weird that my go-to games are Dark Souls and League of Legends, right? I think League of Legends is like, it's like sunk cost fallacy. Like, it's the game I just can always go to, play a game and be done with it. Maybe we'll do some League on stream once, but I really don't want to be that kind of streamer. We'll definitely play when Elden Ring comes out. I'll definitely do like a day one Elden Ring. I don't care about anything. I'll do a stream of that right when it comes out. It would be cool to stream a game like right as it launches, right? League is all about instant gratification. Yeah, it's also like, I don't have to really think when I play a League. Like, I don't have to think about like, okay, it's time to set up a new game. It's time to, like, I just play it. I get a round done. I can be done in a half hour, 40 minutes, and like get my kick, right? But I hate League of Legends, okay? Okay, back to playing the game I'm playing. Okay, so I got the cleanse off. I don't have enough energy to shield, so I'm gonna try to put everyone to sleep. Yeah, I always, the only games I buy on launch are From Software games. Like, the last game I bought on launch was Sekiro. The game before that I bought on launch, I think, was actually Dark Souls 3. I was going to say Hollow Knight, but I didn't buy Hollow Knight on launch. I think I got it during a sale. But yeah, I can name all the games I've played in the past 5 years on, I think, 5 fingers. I played Breath of the Wild. This is during glitch development. I played Breath of the Wild, Mario Odyssey, Hollow Knight, Dark Souls 3, and Sekiro. Those are the 5 games I've played during the past 5 years, which is really sad. Okay, I gotta make sure. What's this purple guy gonna do? Oh, Triz is dead. Damn it. Oh, Triz needs a death sprite. She's missing one there. Yeah, we all hate League, but I played it earlier today. I picked up Final Fantasy XIV. I want to love Final Fantasy XIV so badly, but whenever I play it, I used to play Final Fantasy XI. My brothers still do, actually. I play it on and off. But I don't know, it just never lived up. It never lived up to Final Fantasy XI for me. I think like 11 was my first MMO. So like, you know, that first MMO, it really, like, there's not, you always remember your first, okay? You always remember your first. And with Final Fantasy XI, that was my first MMO. Yeah, so playing 14, it's like, I want to love you, 14. I really want to love you, but you're not who I want. I want to go back to the good old days. Okay, Bargu needs to take some hits here. We're really running dry. Who's gonna deal the most damage? You are. Yeah, like, Final Fantasy XI was so crazy in, like... Okay, so here's, like, a modern MMO. A modern MMO is you click, I want to fight this guy. And then, like, 5 seconds later, you're with 8 random people and you fight the guy, right? Final Fantasy XI, it's like, okay, the first thing I have to do is travel halfway across the world. I need to take 2 boats. I need to go through an area where there's high-leveled enemies. and like I need to get there. Okay, now I'm here in this zone. Okay, now I need to shout, hey, I'm looking for a party for experience points. Then like if there's nobody on, okay, I just gotta wait, or maybe go to a different zone. Okay, you get invited to a party. Now the party has to meet up in a location. Okay, now we're all here together. Okay, now let's find a little corner of the map to chill on. Okay, now we can start fighting enemies. It's like 11 was so much more organic, you know? Yeah, like if you were a white mage and you were like looking for a party, every white mage would get picked up immediately, like come join the party. But if you're like a warrior, it's like we don't want you. There's 5,000 warriors, but if you're that white mage, you have like such an easy time getting into a party. So I think the thing is though, 11 as it was back when it was like really big, it can just never be as it was, right? Like, one, people don't have the time for that kind of MMO anymore, which is kind of sad, right? Where like it is almost like every game is like instant gratification these days, right? Which like there's bonuses to that. Like there's a bonus to clicking on Fortnite, playing 15 minutes and being done, right? But you hear a lot of people being like, I miss the old MMO days. If someone released an MMO that was like it was back then, nobody would fucking play it, right? No one wants to play Final Fantasy 11 as it was back then, right? Now, hopefully, we'll see if that shit applies to RPGs, right? Yeah, 11's still going, which is pretty crazy. I think the people who play 11, they aren't going anywhere else, right? Like, if you like Final Fantasy 14, you can just go play WoW or whatever other MMO. Like, it's that type of MMO, right? But if you want to play 11, there's no other game like 11. You have to play 11, right? But yeah, we'll see. So like with RPGs, is Undertale like the new standard for RPGs? Where like here's an 8-hour experience with like a pretty tight story, and like there's your RPG, right? Or are these big 60, 70, 80-hour like massive Dragon Quest 11s? Are they still okay? Like are there still people who want that experience in mass, right? I mean, I bet you no matter what, Undertale sold more than something like Dragon Quest 11, right? Now, obviously, Undertale was cheaper, but like, where's the RPG, the single-player RPG genre? Where is it going, right? Are these things like Dragon Quest 11? I think that's their latest one. Is this still like a viable product, right? I personally like long games. If I buy something, I want to be able to sink hours into it, right? Yeah, the big 60+ hour RPGs tend to be AAA, where like these shorter experiences tend to be indie. Glitched is weird because Glitched is indie, but it's like this shit's like 100-hour plus worth of content, right? Now the interesting thing is like grinding. So like, I don't want to play Dragon Quest 11, let's say, that's just what I'm using, just to grind, right? Like, I don't want to do shit that's boring, right? The flip side of that is, okay, then do you want to read? Because you have something like Disco Elysium. Is that how you say that game? Elysium? I don't know, but that's like mostly reading, right? But that game also sold a fuck ton, right? Like, I don't think... Glitch probably has about as much text as that game, right? Yeah, Persona 5 did really well too, and that was a pretty bulky game. Yeah, it took me, 98.5 hours, right? Yeah, I mean, Octopath Traveler, that's like, that to me is like the prime example of, did Disco Elysium, does that have voice acting? Isn't there like, that game's huge in terms of text, right? That's pretty impressive that they did a voice acting update. But that game sold really well. Let me see, what did that sell? Disco Elysium sales. Jesus, like I'm seeing over 1 million? 500K in China or something like that? Okay, so this game did really well. And it was pretty text heavy, right? So it's weird, like my gut thought is to think, okay, people don't have the attention span. Yeah, like no one has the attention span for long games, but I don't actually think that's true. You're right when you say, hey, we're moving away from grinding because like no one wants to do Like, we don't, I think games don't need padding anymore. That's what Undertale was good about. Undertale said, hey, we have 8 hours of content, so here's 8 hours of content. Play them. You don't have to play 14 hours to get 8 hours. Just play the 8 hours, right? But I think the issue with grinding is it doesn't lead to anything. So, okay, I have a boss who's daddy slime, and then there's baby slimes who I can get EXP from. Baby slimes don't teach you anything to help you fight daddy slime, right? Baby slimes just deal 2 damage, and then that's it. They don't teach you anything about what comes next. I'd be okay with grinding if grinding could teach you a skill that could be used to better yourself later, but it just doesn't, right? It just like doesn't teach you anything, so it's pointless, right? Where take like an action game, take something like Enter the Gungeon. Yeah, you're doing a lot of content over and over and over again, but each time you're learning skills, where there's no skills to spamming the attack button to get through a fight. So I think if an RPG wants to pad out their game with grinding, they need to find a way to make fights more engaging, that in each fight you're learning something, right? That to me is like what RPGs are missing that want to employ grinding. Because you could have a game like Enter the Gungeon, and players can play the same content over and over and over again, right? And it's almost similar to an RPG. Yeah, as you level, you get new skills. Just like in Enter the Gungeon, you're getting new guns and shit like that. But it's the same content. But you're learning something each playthrough, right? Whereas just an RPG, you aren't learning anything, right? So yeah, that's some interesting stuff to talk about RPGs. I think I have an interview this coming week where we're going to talk about like the game industry and things that I like and stuff like that. So that'll be cool to talk about this like at length with somebody. Because I find it really interesting. Because what comes after Glitched is I actually have something that's pretty similar to Glitched, but it's take Glitched with like Stardew Valley elements with Pokemon elements. And that's what I think comes next. I'm 80%, 90% sure this is the next project. But that has just like Glitch, there's no grinding. There's no leveling or anything like that, right? And then the other idea I'm toying with is something like Enter the Gungeon with more RPG elements to go full action. But that might be a distant dream. And then there's Glitch 3, but Glitch 3 is for way later. Yeah, there's the interview next week, which I'm super excited about. We used to do more interviews. It's just something like I haven't really been keeping up. Like I get emails every now and then. So I need to keep up better with that. So that'll be next week. And that won't be on stream or anything. But yeah, I'm definitely looking to keep with the RPG genre. Because I think I'm not done with it yet. I think there's things... I think there's things I want to do with the RPG genre that are like Glitched, but I want to take things in different directions and try different things with it. If we're going to talk about game design, I'll always remember you just observing the Yik discussion without weighing in. Hey, Yik has beautiful art, okay? No one, like, say what you want about Yik. Is that how you say it? Yik? I don't fucking know. That's some good art, okay? Like, I love some of the, like, let me see. Let me see. There's something in my head that I'm like seeing. I'll switch to desktop mode in a second. Let me find it. Yeah, I mean, like, this is cool as hell. Like, you can say what you want. Stop. I agree. Just show me the screenshot. Just show me the screenshot. Like, you can say what you want about Yik, but, like, this is fucking cool, right? Like, this is cool. Like, this looks cool. The aesthetic is awesome. So, you know, I haven't played it. I'll never say anything bad about another game, right? I try to focus on the good. I've never played it, so I don't know what this game is fucking about. But this shit looks cool, right? This shit looks cool to me. So maybe one day I'll play it. I'm off work. Stream has been good. We've been a little more chill. I did some bug fixing. We're talking about RPGs right now. Yeah, we have the thick party. I need to finish this fight. I would love to do game reviews at some point. But that's like a whole... I always thought I'd be decent at it, but that's a whole nother thing. It'd be cool to like play a game on stream and then put together like a 20-minute review. Because man, there are some like... I think the state of... We're just talking today. I think today's just a talking stream. The state of like video game reviewing is really sad. Like, it's really sad. I think it's weird when people like... They'll like ding Undertale. I'm using Undertale just as an example. Or like they'll ding games and be like, oh, the art isn't X, Y, or Z. Like, I don't think people... Here's my problem with reviews, is they don't review the game for what it wants to be. They review the game for what they think the game should be. So like, it's like going into to play an RPG and being like, oh, there's not enough action. Okay, well, you're playing an RPG game, right? You're playing a traditional turn-based RPG game. So like, review the game for its goals, for what it sets out to be. Don't review it for what it's not, right? So like, if it's an RPG, review it as an RPG, right? If it's an action game, review it as an action game, right? That's what I don't like about a lot of this stuff, is people will sort of say like, oh, well, there wasn't enough, I don't know, action in my visual novel. Like shit like that, right? It's like very weird to me. So the state of game reviewing to me is weird. I like reviewers like NitroRad. I think like that sort of style. Like, I don't think games need scores. Like, I think scores are kind of stupid, right? Because it's weird. Okay, maybe I take that back. I think like games deserve some type of thing to show like functionality. So like, I think you can review functionality with a score. Hey, does the game run? Is there a fuck ton of bugs? Is the experience smooth? These are sort of objective things that can be like measured. Like, I can look at like Fallout 76 on release versus like Mario Odyssey on release. One of these was obviously put together with much more care, right? To how it runs. So I think like that's an objective thing you can look at when it comes to like game review. Now, how do you feel about the gameplay for these two? This is a different thing where I think you need more of like a NitroRad YouTube style kind of talk about the mechanics and the design. I think it's hard to slap a score on like the gameplay aspects of a video game. I think it's okay to slap a score on the functionality of one, right? You can obviously say, hey, on release, I don't know what the state of it now is, Fallout 76 was a broken mess. We give it a 0, you shouldn't buy this shit. I think that was a perfectly fine thing to say about Fallout 76 on release, right? But yeah, I don't know if I like scores for gameplay, because if I would ever do something, I would score. So if it was, I'm using Mario Odyssey, so let's keep going. I would rate Mario Odyssey on what it was setting out to do. Hey, how was the like movement? Did it feel good? How did it compare to past Mario games? Right? Were the controls good? Was the moveset good? Okay, how was the level design? How was the, I would look at the specific things. I wouldn't say, oh, well, Mario Odyssey didn't really have any good RPG elements, and I like RPG elements in my game. No, I would never say that shit, right? Look at the game for what it is and what its goals are, right? If the Steam page says, hey, Glitched is a text-heavy RPG, I would hate a review to be, oh, there's too much text in this game. Okay, well, maybe this game's just not for you. Maybe you're not reviewing it as you want to see it, right? So that's my rant on game reviewing. I think there's some really good reviewers out there, right? But yeah, like, that's the shit that kind of bugs me about it, right? Now, obviously, if Glitch doesn't, let's say Glitch didn't have the warning of, like, hey, it's not going to be a text-heavy game. Maybe if you got in, you could say, hey, why is there so much text, right? But, like, I think the Steam tags are text-heavy and story-driven. So you should expect some text, right? Yeah, just something I always think about. Like, let's get back to... Yeah, this text-heavy game has too much text. It's like, all right. Like, go play Super Mario, right? Then you won't have to worry about any text, right? All right, let's see if we live here. Yeah, we have a shield on, so we're okay here. I prefer when it's just someone's musing on a game in a vacuum, not based on expectations. Yeah, I could kind of see that. I think it's good to have some expectation, but like the expectation shouldn't come from anywhere but the developer themselves. So like if the developer says, hey, my Cool Slime RPG is a game about slimes and you put equipment on them, and then you get in the game and it's a platformer. Okay, like this is wrong. This isn't what you told me it was going to be, right? So I think those expectations are fine, but I don't think it's fine to be like, hey, all the games in the genre do this, but your game doesn't do this. And even though it doesn't, like, even though it's not inherently better or worse to do it or not, I'm still going to judge you based on the expectations of the genre. Like, okay, that's kind of stupid, right? But I think, like, you should be able to look at what a developer says the game is, how they market it, right? Like, if a game is being marketed as one thing and then it's not that thing, I think it's okay to judge expectations based on that, right? And this happens a lot. Like, take, like, No Man's Sky when it first launched. Hey, here's a list of features the game has. Then there's just none of these features. Like, you can't just say your game is anything. Tell me what the game is, right? A game that was just not what I hoped it would be. The amount of Final Fantasy VII fanboys. I mean, Final Fantasy VII sort of set the standard for like what like leaving pixel RPGs, what the 3D RPG space would look like, right? But it's weird because I still prefer my RPGs 2D pixel. I never vibed. I can't even think of a big 3D RPG that I really vibe with. Final Fantasy VII never did it for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm not trying to be like an old head, like a nostalgic fanboy. But I don't know. I always just prefer my RPGs 2D. It's just me. Yeah, genre expectations are weird because like if I market it as an RPG, yet there's no leveling. Am I like misleading you by associating with the tag, right? Yeah, I mean, I'll say this, like, what is that, Doki Doki Literature Club? If I bought that looking for a cute dating sim game and I got what Doki Doki Literature Club was, I'd probably refund it, right? I know it's part of the hook, like, hey, we got you. But like, if I wanted just a cute dating sim, that game is not that. That's not what the game is, right? It was clever what they did, but was it misleading consumers? Now, I'm not saying they did. Maybe on the Steam page it comes up as horror, right? But I'm talking more nefarious. I think that was more of like a twist versus like specifically. Yeah, I mean, if it was free, who gives a shit, right? I actually didn't know it was free. So if it was free, who gives a shit, right? Do whatever you want, right? But I'm talking something like No Man's Sky on release. Hey, there's multiplayer in the game when there's just not, right? Like, there's just not. That to me is like, that's worthy of like heavy criticism, right? Yeah, subversions are always a mixed bag. If it's free, who cares? Do whatever you want with your game. Like with One Shot, where you can only do it one time. That's totally fine. It was free. Do whatever you want. But then when they made it paid, now they have some mechanics so you can play it again, right? Yeah, I really liked Doki Doki Literature Club. My favorite game that I never played. Right? I think I watched a YouTuber play through it. Yeah, like maybe they have warnings or something. I don't actually know. Yeah, word of mouth, that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's sort of weird how you go about. Because with Glitched, I've always stressed like, I've always tried to stress in marketing and stuff that this is like a text-heavy, story-driven RPG with no grinding. Those are like the points I always try to get across. The hook is obviously, what do I use for a hook? The RPG where you become friends with the protagonist. That's the hook we're using right now. But I've always tried to like just say it as it is, right? Do they have like a "this game is not for the faint of heart"? Does that come up right when you turn on the game? That reminds me of like, I don't know if you guys ever played old RPG Maker games, but man, back in the day, you would play like those stupid pixel horror games and you get the warning like, this RPG pixel game is gonna fuck you up. There's blood, there's gore. Don't turn on the game. Like, every RPG pixel horror game would have that. Pixel horror warnings. Let's see if I can find some on Google. Yeah, here we go. What was this? Warning. Let's see, can I bring it up? Warning. This game contains scenes of violence, jump scare triggers, scary images, strong language, intense sounds that may not be suitable for children, as well as players with heart conditions and or certain medical conditions. And then like you turn on the game, and it looks like this, right? Like I love that. I love that about like RPG Maker games. It just was always so funny to me. No, I guess like for some people, like maybe that pixel art like invokes some fear or something in them. I just thought it was always really fucking funny. That's just me. Man, we're still playing over here, huh? I'm gonna go with the shields, I think, this turn. Oh, here's a fun interaction we haven't seen. Sup, my boys? We're just chilling. We're talking this. This is a talk stream. I turned into a Nico ranting about video game stream. Here's a little funny meme, though. I'm exhausted and I'm energized. So these two should just normalize each other so my skills just cost how they would usually cost. Is that Manly Badass Hero guy? I think that's the guy. He would be someone good to play Glitched. He's like one of the only streamers who doesn't, or like YouTubers who doesn't care about putting up like 50 videos for one game, right? Ooh, Tex is dead. We lost Tex. That's rough, buddy. Yeah, I like Manly Badass Hero. I watched him play some RPG Maker RPGs like all the way through, and I always thought that was really cool. Like nobody else does that shit, right? Nobody else plays those games like that. Exhausted and energized. Yeah, that's the modern state for a lot of people. I think Gus is fucking dead too. Oh, wow. That's a lot of emojis over there. Yeah, most YouTubers stream. It'd be fun to watch them stream like an RPG game. No, I think like a lot of RPG Maker games don't really do well to like be streamed. Like something like Yume Nikki, that's like a really cool game, but like is that really like fun to watch on stream, right? I mean, hey, I could stream some motherfucking Yume Nikki, but I don't know how engaging that type of game is, right? Are you a manly badass hero, Stan? Are you a mod over there? Yeah, I've talked to a lot of people already. There's going to be a lot of keys getting handed out around release. I talked about this on Discord yesterday. But yeah, lots of people are going to be getting keys. More towards release. I don't really want to waste. I've talked to some YouTubers and some streamers who are sort of aware and they're sort of waiting on me. And once we get closer to release, I will be more yeah, I would say as release gets closer, once we have a release date, if you're like looking to help and talk to people, go from like after we have a release date. Yeah, I think the ability to make something watchable, that's a good skill to have, right? I think someone who's entertaining can make anything watchable, right? But yeah, just doing this, like, I don't even do this, like, I've done just a couple streams now. It can be hard, right? It can be hard to make something watchable. Yeah, I think Bargree's dead as fuck. I think we lost this fight. I should have used my brain power a little more. I think I took the L, just me being stupid. Yeah, there's me taking the L, just being stupid. But we were in the middle of talking. Oh, man. Let's make some Triss sprites. She's missing some sprites. Let's do that on stream. Give me something to do right now. I can be productive today. What was she missing? Oh, I know why. She has like 2 sets of... She has like 2 sets. One for when she has a mohawk and one for when she doesn't. Does she have a victory sprite? Yeah, she does. Yeah, maybe swapping to Medic Gus would fix that shit. Who's ready to watch some pixel art magic here? You guys like GIMP? Yeah, the battle zones are all about party building. That's what that shit's about. GIMP is such an unfortunate name. Yeah, it really is. It must stand for something. But, man, GIMP has been GIMP. Literally, back in the day. Okay, I'm going to see if I can find it. I'm not going to look it up here. There's like a photo bucket. Does anyone remember photo bucket? I have like a photo bucket somewhere where literally I can still see my first... Maybe they finally took it down. I think they finally took it down. No. There used to be a photo bucket where if you searched my name, you could find it. And this was like... I literally learned how to make pixel art on GIMP. So I know a lot of people have moved over to like the new like specific a lot of people use Photoshop. GNU image manipulation program. Okay, so there we go. That's a little bit better than GIMP, right? But a lot of like pixel artists have moved over to like the better pixel art programs. Like, you know, there's a lot of like pixel art dedicated programs now. I do use those when I animate. Like if the animation's more... Nico, do you want to plug that dev guide in a bundle with your game on stream? What dev guide? What am I blanking on something? Oh, like to beat the old bow? Is that what we're talking about? Or are we talking about the dev book? The dev book doesn't really have like guide. There's some like secrets in it in the game, but it's mostly like development stuff. So you get to see like old screenshots, old concept art. You're gonna get some keys to play older versions. That's more what the dev book is about. Like there's some blurbs. Like every year, I wrote like a couple paragraphs about like where development is at and what I'm thinking, stuff like that. So that's the dev book, like concept art, stuff like that. Like a breakdown of how I designed the pixel art and stuff like that. Yeah, that's the Kickstarter reward. There is like secrets and stuff like that in that, but it's not like the main focus. Like I think I drop a couple frog codes in there. I show off like how to get to some really deep secret stuff, but besides that, I don't. It's not like specifically designed for that. And there we go. We have a sprite, everybody. So this one was for KO, I think. Triz is quanking dead. Yeah, she has separate sprites. She actually the first time you get her in your party, she has a mohawk, and then she cuts it off when you join her. So she actually has like two different sets of sprites. But when she has the mohawk, she doesn't like change outfit. She's only in your party temporarily. So she had to. I forgot she had these mohawk sprites that I never actually finished. Yeah, these death sprites used to be ghosts. You probably remember from the previous versions, but it always bugged me because like they weren't actually dead. So it's like, why are they ghosts? So then I just sort of put the black gradient on them, and I'm like, yeah, that looks good enough. This is defeat. Imagine being dead. Yeah, it'd be good. It wouldn't be good. It would be good because I would no longer have to hear people say, "Hey, is the crashing that happens is that intentional?" That would be good being dead if I didn't have to listen to that shit. But besides that, no, life's pretty good. I don't know. You can get Triz permanently, yeah. Nico, do we need to talk? No, I'm actually a pretty happy guy. Let's see. There's Triz. Here's like pre-party Triz, and then here's like in your party Triz. So she gets the haircut change. You okay, bro? I'm doing mighty fine on this fine evening. I'm kind of hungry. I normally eat dinner at like 6, but I didn't eat today. I get up at like 3, so it's about 10 o'clock. So besides being a little bit hungry today, I'm doing pretty good. She looks good. Yeah, she's good. Trish is cool. Let's see. I think she's got some. Here's some of her alternative alternative outfits. This one's dope. I like this one. The no makeup Triz is a little bit cursed here, right? This one's pretty cool, though. I think this is my favorite. There's Chinese food for me in the fridge? I don't really want Chinese today. Will custom outfits apply to battle sprites? Yeah. Yeah, she looks so different, right? I love outfits like this, where it's like, holy shit, they're like completely different, right? This one's the best right here. This is the best outfit in the game right here. This is some good shit. Oh, you got the Duncan joke, everybody. The Duncan joke. He's a donut. Just the pinnacle of pop culture references right here. All right, let's see. We're almost at 3 hours. I think I can wrap up the stream here. Someone wanted a character. Who did we say? That was way earlier. But yeah, we're almost at 3 hours. I think we can wrap up. We did a lot of talking this stream. I think ending on King Duncan here, I think that's... The stream has peaked. We can't get any further than this today. Tio? I really don't want to show Tio, man. I feel like I gotta keep that, like... I feel like I gotta keep that for you guys. Some things just gotta wait for release. Oh, hey, no peeking at the asset browser over here, okay? Luckily, can you see what's underneath? Oh, no, I'm blocking. My head's blocking it. Here you go. Let Tech see victory for once. Okay, should we do one more battle? I could go down for one more battle. The punk dunk. Yeah, this is Underworld. So that's like Triz has the red one. That's Underworld too. This... It's not a phase, Mom. It's not a phase, Mom. It's not a phase. This is who I am. All right, let's do one more battle, and then we'll call it a day. How about that? Gus cannot pull off that look. Yeah, it'd be like if I tried to go emo. I couldn't do it. Some people just aren't meant for it. Okay, no more peeping at the asset browser. No sussy Gussie in the chat. No sussy Gussie. I'm making that shit a bannable offense. Okay, one more battle. Okay, the thick boys. Do I switch to Medic Gus? Do you think that'll help the thick boys work out here? Your league teammate keeps talking about Nico. Hey, when I'm an affiliate in like 2 weeks, I'll do a Nico cosplay. Can I pull it off? Isn't she like a lizard woman? Naming yourself Sussy Gussie in-game is an immediate bad ending. Gus is the sussy to my baka. No. No! I can't handle this shit, guys. Okay, what needs to change with this party? Who was the legendary party? Who did we win? That was Tactician Gus? Duncan? Karina and Tex? Is that the setup that worked? Them four? You better do a Nico knee act. Never. Never. You're never gonna get me to do that shit. You want Medic Gus? With this same setup? Holy fuck, guys. Gus, Among Us, Among Us. That's sus. I can't look at this chat anymore. I can't do this anymore, guys. Oh, I wanted to show off Trickster, but then I got to the talking. Oh, you guys can't see that. You didn't see anything. You didn't see anything. Okay, I guess I'll go with Medic. You want this team with Medic? You didn't see it. You didn't see it. You didn't see it. I didn't give anything away this stream. Let me buff Triz real quick. And we're going to do the same fight. This is one I've been wanting to do for a while. And I need to see if this is too strong. And if it's not, we'll revert it. But she needs something. You know, maybe I'll keep it and go one more buff. I'm going to try that. And then maybe that. And that should be, this should be better. Okay. So here's a little bit of a buff. I'm going to bring down her stun to 2 energy. And I'm going to buff the damage on the other one once more. Could Gus ever learn Roblin magic? Hey, no lore spoilers, okay? That's not only a spoiler if I answer that, but that's like some deep lore. That's some magic lore spoilers, and I'm not doing that today. Okay, let's run. Now let's fight. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do the thick boys with Gus is a medic. Or should we take out Bargu and put in Duncan and make Gus a defender? That could be interesting too. You guys want the medic? You get the medic. I want the frog baton for this shit though. Let's give someone else the charging rod. Not Triz. Well, I guess it has to be Triz if I'm going to get it to someone. But this lowers my counterattack power. But that's okay. I think I want this better. Where's the charging gun? There it is. You need this squad to win. Okay, I'll try really hard. Okay. Nico, don't spoil Bargu. You didn't see it yet. Well, Bargu's coming in with the fight. We were fighting the dark. We didn't even get to the hard mode fight today. All right. We've got Medic Gus. We've got Bargu. We've got Tex. And we've got a buffed up Triz. Okay. So now we get access to the cleanse, which is really good. We also get access to the healing here. I think we'll start with how we've started everyone with the sleep. No, I think we were actually opening with the stun. So now, okay, I made her stun 2 LP. So this is actually a really good skill now. This may be too strong. I'm going to need to evaluate how strong this actually is. But for right now, let's roll with it. Okay, so I actually want this frog to attack. He does some weak, this blue frog, he does like a weak AoE attack, and I actually want that to go off because I want to trigger Triz's enragement and start to get some fungus on him. So I'm actually going to let that attack go through. I could stun again, but I'm not going to do it. And then who am I going to aim for this turn? Let's aim for the Deathbot. I want to kill Deathbot as soon as possible. Okay, we're going for the no memes run. Okay, no joking, no memes. We're going straight for the W on this. Okay, so this is actually good. So this should trigger Tex here, or it should trigger Bargu, and we get the Triz. Okay, so now she's enraged. So she becomes enraged when she counterattacks. So I kind of want to debate her like into doing a counterattack there, right? Now I think I'm going to do this. A ton of damage. And she's enraged, so it will make them bad, right? Or bad. It'll make them mad. So I think I'm going to go with this. But you see Gus's fairies on red. So I want to actually send that over to Triz. So she benefits from that bonus there. Yeah, I got to fix his quirk here. It's the wrong image. It's the same as Triz's. Okay, so now I want to do this. Wow, that's a lot of damage, actually. We're getting 14 damage. AoE, too. This is for the glitched cup. This is, am I a developer? Am I a big brain developer, or am I a virgin Gus developer? This is for the title here, okay? Okay, so they're all mad. I could go with this, and that'll deal 3 damage to each of them as they attack Triz. So this isn't a bad decision. I could go for the heal. This will heal 4 now and make Triz happy. What do I do? I've got 3 energy left. Triz is going to be taking the bulk of the damage, I think, here. Yeah, what the fuck do I do? The heal. They're already all mad, so there's no point of double dipping on that. I could go for a stun. Maybe just go for the fat damage. I mean, this hits 10 damage. While she has the red fairy on. Let's just go for the fat damage here. No, you want to... I'm going to heal her up. With this heal. That'll turn the fairy to green, too, so she'll recover a bit. I don't want Triz dying. She's like my main source of damage. If she dies, I'm going to be real sad. Okay, that was only 2. No! Okay, that wasn't horrible. I need to get some healing around, but that wasn't as bad as it could have been. Nice. Yeah, that was a lot of healing. She has the fairy and she has a happy buff. So that was actually a lot. I think I want to do this again. Triz has the highest HP here, so I think I want to keep them all mad. Ooh, he's low. Already 20. Man, she's doing a lot of fucking damage this game. I might need to tweak her just a little bit more. Her kit's really volatile, right? I'm gonna go for the heal on Gus, I think. And then I'm gonna move the fairy to Tex. No, I should keep the fairy on Triz. If Tex dies, it's not the worst thing to ever happen here. Yeah, Triz is putting in some work this game, but is this where she meets her end? Is this where she dies? No, she'll be okay. She gets the healing, so she won't even die here. That's the problem with Triz, is she doesn't have the, like, she doesn't have the tankiness. I actually don't think she needs a nerf here. The reason she's doing really well is because Medic Gus is really, like, backing her up here. But she doesn't have any, like, innate tankiness. Like, look at Bargu. Bargu 1 starts with 5 extra LP than any other member. But Bargu also has these fungus things which continually heal him, right? Triz doesn't have any defensive capabilities. So it's like she's getting people to target her, but she doesn't have anything to, like, offset that damage, right? So she got low there, but because Medic Gus is just chatting out on her, this actually is making Medic Gus look pretty broken, right? She's doing a lot of damage, but she's supposed to. She's sort of like a hybrid. So I think maybe I'm going to tune down this back to 7, and besides that, I think she's ready to go. Okay, now this turn, Tex is low, but honestly, I think I just pass by Tex and just let him die. I don't think he has anything that I want here. If anything, I think I'm going to use this. Can I refresh? I'm going to do this. This will energize. And then that will bring this value down to 2. So I can refresh. And I can chat out again with this. That mosh pit skill, that needs to have a new animation. I want to do... I've been adding some, like, big screen-wide animations, and mosh pit here, like, mosh barrage. This should be like a... Like, there should be smoke and fists flying everywhere. Like, it's AoE. It should be, like, crazy, right? So that skill definitely needs one. Yeah, Tex is going bye-bye. Ooh. Ooh, Triz with the... Triz. Okay, it's up to Bargu. It's up to Bargu. They're pretty low. We can eke this one out. We can do it. Okay, first things, I just gotta kill this guy immediately, and then I go with the heal on Bargu, and then I go with the defense, and then I hope that Bargu can just poison his way through this. I think I sacrificed Medic Gus as well. Triz listens to, like, punk bands. She's like a cool version of... She's kind of tropey, but she's pretty cool. I don't know what she would listen to exactly. Okay, so here's the question. This is Bargu's moment for sure. Do I put the sleep on? The sleep would buy us an extra turn. Okay, I'm gonna sleep them. I'm gonna lose my funguses here, but I'm gonna go for the sleep. Oh, Gus's fairy died. I need to fix that. That's gonna be what I'm gonna... Maybe I'll fix it once we win this. But I'll go off stream for that. Yeah, we've been going for 3 hours already. Okay. Heals on Bargu. Do I just heal and cleanse Bargu and then just roll with Bargu from here on out? I think that's what I do. I think I leave Gus to die here. And now I just chat out. If Gus lives, hey, he lives. If he dies, I think we can keep... Bargu can stay in the running here. Nice. That was a good turn. Okay. We can kill that purple bot. We can keep Gus alive. I think we're gonna do it. I think we're gonna do it. So this should kill. Come on, kill. Fuck, it didn't kill it. It didn't kill it. I thought it was gonna kill it for sure. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Okay. We did it. We did it. Okay. So now this guy dies for sure now next turn. He's poisoned and he has fungus. So I can forget about the purple bot. Let's do double heal and then we'll apply poison to this blue guy too. Okay, so that Triz buff definitely helps, but it didn't free win me the battle or anything, right? This I think deals more damage, so I think I'm gonna go with this. This is deal 4 plus the bleed, so I think this is actually better. Was that a counterattack hit? Yeah, you're right. I think that was a counterattack hit. I need to check. It was an AoE that hit Triz, and I think she still counterattacked. So I need to check for that. Yeah, I think I got some extra damage in there. I don't think it saved me or anything. Cause I'm gonna win this turn. I don't think it saved me or anything, but you're definitely right. I've known about that issue for a while. I just need to put in checks to make sure that the person who does the counterattacking is still alive. But there we go. There we go. That's a good way to end today. So I think that puts Triz back to the level of where she should be. Having that 2 energy stun sort of gives her a nice use there. Stuns are weird because stuns used to be really, really powerful back in the day, but now that enemies become aware after you stun them, and there's like a time where you can't re-stun them, stuns aren't nearly as good as they used to be. They're more strategic now. Yeah, I'm pretty happy about that W. That's a good way to end it. I'll show. So next stream is going to be a dungeon. And it's going to be a dungeon where you have to have Blipzonk on your team. So that'll be, when do I have it scheduled for? Is that Tuesday? No, that's next Monday, I think. So yeah, Blipzonk is kind of cool. He has this ability, this skill, which it can be really useful or it can be kind of useless. But basically it puts a status effect on the enemy, and then when you view the status effect, you can see what they're going to do next turn. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. It's like a different mechanic. For the dungeon he's in, you really want to have your scouting ability on to make sure that the enemies in his dungeon will like randomly explode. So you want to try to keep scout on them so you can know when the explosion is coming so you can stun them. So yeah, that's gonna be next Monday. We're gonna play through the dungeon. You'll get Blipzonk's like backstory there. Then he has like a fire damage skill, which burns, an oil skill. So these two skills work together. And then he has this, which is a fat shield. It's even bigger. It doesn't have any energy like the... it doesn't give energy bonus like tacticians do, but this is an even bigger shield. But just, it's a little bit cheaper, so it's only 3. So yeah, this is a pretty good skill too. I sort of compare him to Dennis, where he sort of has like very specific uses. If you can find a good use, like a good team for him to fit in, he's probably good. But he doesn't sort of combo like some of the other characters do. So yeah, I think for today that's good. We've passed 3 hours, so it's about a 3-hour stream. We did a lot of talking. What's coming next? I have a demo update ready. I don't know if I'm going to push that out tonight. I think I said I was going to, so maybe I will. But I need to take a little break before I get to that. So maybe it'll be either later tonight or maybe after the weekend. But I have it ready. It's not really that important that I get it up. Right now it's just bug fixes. There's some cutting down of the intro that I've talked about, but like the game's not any different. So I'm not like super crazy to put that up or anything. So when I get it up, I get it up. Don't wait for it if you're like waiting for me or anything. Just play the demo. It's fine. Monday we have a dungeon stream. Thursday next week, development stream, which I'm not going to be playing a lot. It's just going to be bug fixing and talking. So sort of like this stream, but probably even more chill. If I get affiliate, I may skip that Thursday stream to see if they're going to make me an affiliate over the weekend. And then we'll have a giant stream on Monday for the affiliate stream. So we'll see. If I get it between then, yeah, maybe I'll just cancel that next Thursday stream and just make that, we'll do next Monday and then Monday after. And that Monday will be like crazy big stream, but I'll need like the weekend to prepare. So maybe I'll take that Thursday off of streaming to prepare for that big stream. But we'll see. I'll still plan it, but we're definitely streaming on Monday. Yeah, and then I have an interview which maybe should come out in the next week or two. I think I do the interview next week, and it'll be about an hour long. And then I think I have another one planned, but we'll see. So I'll link those in the Discord and stuff. But yeah, make sure you follow. Make sure you smash that motherfucking like button, okay? Smash that fucking follow button down there. I actually don't give a shit. Do whatever you want. I'm just streaming for the memes here. I find these streams super fun. So like, fuck it. It's fun for me. But yeah, I'll see you guys on Monday. Have a good weekend. Some news about releases coming. I'm almost ready. This is Glitched Year, everybody. All right. See you guys. Have a good weekend.